It's the greatest thing you've ever seen here on Great Day, Connecticut. Welcome to your Tuesday, everyone. I'm Kara Sundlin.
Let me tell you something. Hi, I'm Scott Haney. That show literally saved me because I was breaking up with Paul. My whole life was in shambles. And my mother came up to spend some time with me. And all we did was watch Wipeout. One episode after an episode. We laughed and laughed and laughed. And to this day, I will always remember Wipeout. And I'm so glad she's on the show today. This is very exciting.
Yeah, and she's from Connecticut.
From Killingworth, Connecticut. Who knew? So God bless her. So we're going to get to talk to Camille Kostick.
Camille Kostick, yes.
Just a bit. How are you?
I'm all right.
Good. Today's National Milk Day.
Yeah, do you a little milk stash?
I have milk every day.
You do?
Yeah, because it's in my cereal. I don't like go and get a glass of milk, but I do pour it in my cereal.
Mm-hmm. Like just the regular milk?
Yeah, I go skim.
Yeah. Oh.
But BJ's, they sell the Fairlife, which is what I
like the Fairlife.
And it doesn't expire for like 3 years.
Well, and it doesn't have lactose, so
it doesn't have lactose.
Right.
But they don't sell the skim at BJ's. They only sell the 2%.
No, but you want the ones with the fat.
Oh, okay.
You want healthy fat in your milk.
Well, Rob's telling me skim, so I do what I'm told.
You want the fat, the healthy fat for your brain.
Listen, I got enough fat on this body.
And to keep you full.
I don't need any more.
Skim milk has more sugar.
Anyway, the first milk deliveries in glass bottles started in the United States. We lay claim to that. And did you know that the United States and Australia export more milk than any other country?
Oh, okay. And we have so many great dairy farms here in Connecticut, and some of them we've done stories you can still get the glass bottles delivered to your house.
Right?
I always keep saying I'm going to look into that because
that's exciting. When a milkman shows up with glass bottles,
sure it's just so much better.
It's so much better and so exciting. And the best is when they deliver the chocolate milk, which is like a milkshake.
Ooh.
Oh. Anyway.
All right. So we now know the cause of death for the late, great Betty White.
Yeah, apparently she had a stroke, right? Like 6 days before she passed away. So unfortunately, she went in her sleep, though, at the age of 99. You know what?
What a life, and she died peacefully. That's incredible.
Exactly. No
we should all be so lucky.
Exactly. No nursing homes, no convalescence.
She lived her life on her terms to the very last moment. And she got the last laugh because they'd already done the magazine celebrating her 100th birthday.
Exactly, right? Could you imagine?
No doubt she's laughing in heaven.
She's like, ha ha.
She said, I didn't want a big fuss on my birthday. Well, there you go. I'm not going to be here for it.
I'm not showing up. There you have it. The comedian just passed away,
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. They said that they discovered his body. He was peaceful. There were no drugs involved. There were no
foul play. So we don't know the next. They're going to have to go dig deeper and figure.
But it could be weeks before the autopsy is revealed. But he also went in his sleep. So God bless him. I know, very sad, very sad.
So the U.S. Mint has announced that it will be rolling out a quarter in honor of Maya Angelou.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And that's just gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful? Wow. That's spectacular.
Really beautiful. Do you have a favorite Maya Angelou quote?
I don't.
My favorite one is people will always remember how you made them feel more than what you said.
Yeah, that's
and I might be getting a word or two off, but she's obviously has so many great sayings and just inspirational. So it's really wonderful that it's part of a program where they're featuring prominent women in American history.
Which is terrific.
So other quarters are going to start rolling out later on this year. Good for her. That's well-deserved.
I think that is well-deserved as well. All right, former American Idol winner, second place runner-up, pardon me. He was second place, Clay Aiken. He's going to throw his hat in the ring again.
Yeah, he's trying to get into politics again.
He tried.
And so he's running once again for Congress in the state of North Carolina.
He ran in 2014 and he lost. And he's running up against another Democrat in North Carolina in the state's 6th congressional district. Of course, we all know him as the second place American Idol. Some think he should have won. I mean, he's super talented. And you know what? I think he can do a lot of positive change. So we wish him all the best.
So Goldfish.
Yes.
Not just for kids.
Yes.
Apparently when they first came out, they were more of a bar snack. And Pepperidge Farm doesn't want them to just be for kids. They say a lot of people buy them. They don't even have kids in the house. And they want to now boost the appeal among adults.
You have Goldfish in your house?
Of course, but I don't eat them. I think of them for kids.
Oh, see, no, I don't have them in my house because otherwise I would eat the entire bag.
Oh, yeah, no, my kids like them. I mean, it's a standard thing.
Yeah, no, I can't have them in the house. It would just be total scarf and the bag would be gone.
But they've turned into definitely a kid thing. And they say, but in 1962, they were just marketed as a bar snack. Who
Isn't
knew?
that funny?
So they're coming out with some new, a little bit more advanced, rather than the, birthday cake and s'mores, which I never buy those ones anyway, but they've got, a little more savory to get with the adults.
And they're going to be a little bit bigger.
They don't look so cute with faces either.
They're going to be megabytes, Kara. They're going to be a little bit bigger. And I love the flavor cheddar jalapeno and sharp cheddar. Sounds good to me.
I do like a good sharp cheddar. And the jalapeno. Big Y, when they make the pre-made cheese trays, they always put the jalapeno jack cheese.
Oh, yeah, you like
pepper
that,
jack
don't
cheese.
you?
Yum.
All right, now you're a big proponent of olive oil, as we know.
Well, all the interviews in Kara's Cures, they'll always stress that. Dr. Morris, if you're listening, Dr. Artemis Morris, who's our resident naturopath, always says, the Mediterranean diet, time and time again, is proven to be the healthiest, and olive oil is an anti-inflammatory. It helps heal. This major study just released says if you're cooking with olive oil instead of margarine or butter or other saturated fats, you're reducing your risk of death.
They studied 90,000 people for 30 years to conduct this study.
And
now that's a study.
Those that ate the highest levels of olive oil had the lowest risk of dying from heart conditions, cancer, neurodegenerative disease, and other illnesses. We just did the stories with the Alzheimer's yesterday on my Kara's Cures. If you go on WSB app right there, full in, and they had other studies talking about the protective effect for your brain for high quality fats from olive oil.
Beautiful. You'll be very happy to know that I made couscous last night.
Oh, nice. Did you put some olive oil in there?
Yeah, the recipe called for either butter or olive oil.
Oh, use the olive oil.
And I went with the olive oil. What do you think of that?
Look at you.
Look at me going there with the healthy.
Now, it's important, Dr. Morris says, to buy a high-quality olive oil, because some of them, if they're not high quality, they might actually be more inflammatory, so just get a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rolls-Royce. Well, they rolled out the sales last year. Their ultra-luxury cars topped the list last year. They had the highest number of cars sold ever in 1 year. Where are these people coming from, and where do they get all this money?
The rich got much, much richer last year.
How did this happen?
During the pandemic, we saw lots of people struggling, but we saw those who already had a high net worth, especially those with money in the market, hedge funds, all that world of finance. Sometimes their wealth even tripled. But yeah, it wasn't just... It wasn't just Rolls-Royce. Look at this. It was other luxury companies had their best year. Lamborghini CEO said the sales last year were higher than ever. And the Bentley also, 31% more on cars and SUVs over the year before.
Unbelievable. Look at those cars, though. They are magnificent, aren't they?
It's just wild.
Yeah, that's something I'll always look at. Never own, but I'll always look at it. And as it's going down the street, I'll be like, who is in that Bentley? Who's in that Rolls-Royce? Who's in that Lamborghini?
Now, I think I'd be afraid to drive that.
I wouldn't even know how to get in it.
I feel like you would just get immediately pulled over if you were in that.
And also, those cars are...
Now, that's pretty. I love the white Bentley. That's very... I like that. That's nice.
These cars are prone to shopping carts. The shopping carts are drawn right to them.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was Googling over, not Googling like an internet, but like, oh my gosh, over a Lamborghini parked outside of a CVS.
Right.
And I was looking at it, and I was like, oh my gosh. And the guy invited me to sit in it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I got to sit in it, and my mom said it was okay. But
okay, I was going to say, as long as your mom said
No, my mom was there. He's like a nice guy. He's like, you want to sit? I'm like, yeah. It was a Lamborghini Countach. All right, so Tom Brady really helped his friend. I mean, this is pretty amazing. So Gronk was going to maybe, which we're actually speaking to Rob Gronkowski's girlfriend coming up, but he was going to maybe get this bonus of like $1 million if he made these two incentives, and Tom Brady refused to leave the game because he knew if he threw to him, he could make it, and it worked.
Yeah, despite the fact that they were winning substantially, and typically they would pull their quarterback out, Tom Brady would have stepped out of the game. He said, no, I'm staying in. I'm going to throw these passes to the Gronk. He made his first one in the third quarter, and I think the second one in the fourth quarter. These two incentives, he got $1 million in bonuses.
Yeah, it was the last day for him to make it, I guess. So he did it.
Just what he needs is more millions. Unbelievable. He's in every ad, by the way, Gronkowski. Yeah. Every time I turn on the television, there he is. And I think he's just...
He seems very nice.
I think he's very nice. I don't know him, but I'm thinking he seems very nice.